If you can hear my dishwasher, it's because I'm clean. I'm cleaning. Okay. Leo. This month for you. Before we get started, all information to work with me one-on-one is below, as well as the second part to the, or extended, whatever you want to call it. We get more in depth into the reading, and that will be in a link below. First card out. So this month, if it's not dominating you or not, crashing on you, then you're coming into this month very much feeling in control. Now, we're going to get more into the cards, but this card has a way of revealing a couple of different sides. We have an outline of lions here in the back, but then they almost kind of look dragon-like, and then we have lizards too, right? So it's kind of showing both sides of a land creature. We have reptilian, then we have this mammal. These different sides of yourself, perhaps, because regardless of the symbols where we have Pisces, Gemini, Libra, all very much showing the dual nature within the symbol, the symbolism. Okay, we have that. But each person has like a dual persona somehow, right? So I think how everything has begun to happen this month, if you want, you can decide whenever you choose to take the vulnerable side, to be less in control to an extent, to find more receptivity as water does, and be more receptive. If not, maybe being around people who are more receptive, especially to your energy this month, especially if it feels more domineering, people who can handle that, not take it personal, know that you're going through something. But for you, on a level with yourself, is that there's something about this newfound part of yourself that, whether it's something that is more of a upfront personality, I think it's just more about feeling more secure, or it's about feeling more secure in this part of yourself that knows how to not take the lead. It's not like a lion will wait unless he's desperate, right? So if there's any feeling at all of desperation, that's not what I'm saying that you are completely, but if there's at all any feelings of this month, maybe you might find it best to be receptive to where it's coming from. You might just see it, and if you ask, you see it in a show, you see it in a movie, you see it in a social situation, you're like, oh, and it hits you. It's like, oh, I'm open to it. It hits me. Sometimes I think, and this could be out there, I don't know, that when we're triggered, we're ready to be triggered. Or almost, when you're like, okay, let the universe or God's like, hey, source, I've tried to trigger you a few times and you're not budging, and now I have to kind of force it upon you. So this month is more of being in this place and not having to worry that you're gonna get stuck there, or it's gonna be somewhere like extremely comfortable, or if you are one of the Leos, because this could be any Leo, that you start to realize even more from this place that you're so much more okay with what you've committed to, what you've given your power over to. So this is actually, I think, extremely positive for you. You may come to realize this month that this situation, what is happening, and how, I think I get why it started off so slow and now we're kind of getting into the meat of it. What you want and what brings fulfillment is tied to whatever's showing up now and revealing itself to you. That part of you that you're resisting or finally just surrendering into, of course, I always say and do my best to really believe in every day that it only shows up when you're ready to see it, you're ready to experience it, just like the triggers. And so you've realized that this place of contentment that you may be in, or at this point, not saying it's always been this way, it could just be like something you're briefly experiencing in the moment too. That if you're more committed to the fulfilling life, it's not gonna always feel so relaxed, but it's how you, again, choose to respond to it. So even though you take the predator and the prey, you're still responding to the prey's most vulnerable side. Right? So this most vulnerable side of you, if you take those two sides of yourselves, because we take now going back to the lizard and the lion, you can really see that this part of you, not that you're a predator, just go with the lion thing, it's not that, where you are giving yourself a moment to be more vulnerable, regardless in the position. You still have the power move if you want to use it. You still have everything you need, and you know what you've originally decided that you wanted. And even as a fixed sign, you're in a mutable season, you may feel influenced to dream a little bigger. Know that everything that you've gone through up until this point has gotten you here, so why not? Why not? I mean, you're a Leo, you're here to experience this life, feel secure in the fixings around you, and you're in this season where it's asking you to, and you don't realize why, and but it's bringing you to this place so you can feel into that space to dream with your heart. Pisces season's like, dream with your heart. You'll dream with other parts of yourself for sure. Fantasies, dream world, it's gonna go crazy. I don't know a Leo who doesn't have a crazy, depends on your moon, but who doesn't have like a crazy excessive dreamscape. So that could also influence you this month, and I would just pay attention to what stands out to you and what you are maybe resisting to see. That could also give you insight into what is and how to utilize Pisces season the best way, I'd say, or any water sign for that matter, but especially this season. And then we also have this another version of the dual, the mirroring of the 4 and the 6 in Roman numerals. Excuse me, one right after another. And then we have 2 2s. And then we have a 9 and a 10 in the same suit. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a really cute little kitty water fountain. So this part of you deserves more attention. It deserves to be seen. It deserves to be nurtured. I don't know a Pisces. Depends on the Pisces always, but I don't know a Pisces who doesn't get to a point and realize that they can dream bigger. I don't know a Pisces who doesn't experience the more until they realize when enough's enough, right? So give yourself that chance now that everything is calmed down to an extent. You might have come into this season crashing in, but things are starting to reveal as to what it is you can't control, what it is that you can, and what's being transmuted. It's like you have to give up. You'll see it when we look at the cards. You have to like give up maybe a side of you almost, or exchange a dream for another, something along those lines. All right, Leo? And we'll see you soon and next month.